deeper you get, and again, if you do win tonight, you qualify for the state tournament, so that's a big deal unto itself. That's down the line. We'll talk about that if they're successful here tonight. But you need to have that depth, and they're getting production from all the guys that come on the floor. This isn't just simply a guy getting minutes. They're getting point production. One of the guys that we'll key on a little bit here, though, Gavin Bruce, knee injury, really wasn't himself, hasn't played a full season since his freshman year, but he has come on strong late. That's a big reason why Shenango's in the position they're in tonight.
I think if he was in the lineup for that Union game, they probably win that. That's how important it is. And again, you go back towards that depth. That's how Shenango was still able to be very, very competitive in that game. Gavin Bruce, the athleticism he brings, it's another secondary scorer alongside Joey Campoli. And trust me, anytime that you can have multiple scorers that are a threat to get 10-plus points, that helps out your team in these playoff runs. This is not your average 10 seed, just like Chartiers-Houston is not your average 7 seed.
That's correct. They won just about every game this season. Chartiers-Houston had a 13-game win streak going to the final night of the regular season. They were beaten in that final game of the year. Big wins this season over Waynesburg, McGuffey, and also Fort Cherry. And only a 75-foot buzzer beater by West Green. That was before Christmas. Kept them from going perfect in the section play right up until the end of the year. So this is a team that knows how to win, and this is a team that has been red hot in the postseason. And you wonder and you hope, if you're Shenango, that loss a week ago is going to carry over, and maybe they can pick apart Chartiers-Houston tonight and get on to the quarterfinals coming up on Thursday night. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll introduce you to the starting lineups, give you some keys to the game, and then we'll tip it off here from Chartiers-Houston. About 8 minutes away, it's the WPIAL Class 2A bracket, and it gets underway tonight right here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
Congratulations to our January LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Neshannock Competitive Spirit as the January LCAP Team of the Month after winning their third PIAA championship in 4 years. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Wilmington Competitive Spirit for winning the D10 championship in just their second year as a competition team. Congratulations to Coach Daughtry and the Neshannock cheer team, as well as Coach Hordeski and Blois and the Wilmington cheer squad, our January LCAP Teams of the Month.
Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Newcastle's Ralphie Blundo as the January Red Zone Male Athlete of the Month for scoring his 1,000th career point. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Elwood City's Kayla Jones as the January Female Athlete of the Month for also eclipsing the 1,000 career point mark. Congratulations and best of luck to 1,000 point scorers Kayla Jones and Ralphie Blundo, the January Red Zone Athletes of the Month.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
Back here at Chartiers-Houston High School as we get set for tip-off tonight in this WPIAL Class 2A Boys Tournament. First-round playoff game between Chartiers-Houston and Shenango. Let's take a look at the WPIAL bracket while we have a moment here. And again, we do have a bunch of county teams that are involved in play here tonight. You see them all on the left side of your screen right there as Union takes on Fort Cherry and Neshannock will take on Winchester Thurston. Laurel is at top-seeded Greensburg Central Catholic. And then on the other side where we are tonight, Chartiers-Houston and Shenango, the winner takes on probably Sewickley Academy, the number 2 seed. And then you got Jeanette, Brentwood, and Olsh and Clareton at the bottom half. And then again, these go to neutral sites on Thursday night, and you see the playing round below that. That was all last Thursday night where Laurel was successful in their game against Eden Christian up at Laurel. We'll be at Laurel tomorrow night for the the girls' playoff game against Beth Center. We'll tell you about the schedule coming up later on tonight. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by the Crane Room Grill. Call to place your order at 724-656-1553. Call ahead and reserve your seat for after the game or place an order for takeout. Remember, the winning word for Thursday night this week is playoffs. Come to the Crane Room on Thursday after the game and tell your server the winning word and get a free crane chip starter. Again, your winning word is playoffs. Get your free appetizer at the Crane Room Grill. Again, 724-656-1553. For Chartiers-Houston, they will start this five tonight. It is Nate Gregory, a 6'1 senior. He's averaging 14 points a game. He needs only 24 points for 1,000 in his career, so we'll keep an eye on that tonight. Aaron Walsh, Jake Perchinsky, Justice Buckingham also hitting 14 a game. And Paul Williamson is a threat for a double-double at 6'3". He's averaging 6 points and 7 rebounds per game. That's a look at the Buccaneers starting lineup for the Shenango Wildcats tonight. They'll start their customary five of Joey Campoli, who had a 40-point game just about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, when they had to beat Western Beaver to get into the playoffs. 17 of 22 shooting in that game. Drew Proctor, Braden George, who is having a really good year himself at 8 points a game. Sam Patton and Gavin Bruce. You heard us talk about him against Laurel. He hit a big three-pointer down the stretch to spark a rally, get them a big win over their rival, the Spartans, earlier this season. He is just rounding into form tonight. So that's the look at the Crane Room Grill starting lineups tonight. Again, call for your order at 724-656-1553. You can call ahead to reserve a seat or place an order for takeout. Remember, once again, the winning word for Thursday night is playoffs. A couple keys to the game here tonight. We talked to Brian Ches earlier, and he's not shy about telling you that they've got to stop some of the shooters for Chartiers-Houston. But interesting, Chartiers-Houston also averages the second fewest points per game of 2A teams, at least in the playoffs. So defense tonight obviously going to be a focal point. Shenango's going to have to try to come out and hit some early shots, you think, to bust that up. Yeah, it's going to have to be Campoli and Bruce getting on rolls early on with them. They're going to need to have their driving kicks ready in the corner, ready to shoot and fire up there. Because one thing about Chartiers-Houston, again, a lot of these games they've lost, as you said, buzzer beaters. Those are fluke incidents, Christmas miracles in one case. So you're just looking for a good start if you're Shenango. On the other side for Chartiers-Houston, it's time to prove that you belong with the big boys, and it's time to finally get that elusive playoff victory. The last time that Chartiers-Houston won a playoff game, they made it all the way to the WPIAL semifinals in 2018. And of course, we also have previous history between these two teams. The last time these two teams met was in the first round in 2023, and Shenango won that game 59-32. Yeah, Chartiers-Houston, almost shockingly, anytime you hear somebody doesn't have a WPIAL title, it's almost shocking, but they do not have a WPIAL title to their history. Shenango's got one, and it came all the way back in 1996, so there's been a drought for Shenango, and they're trying to, you mentioned it, finally prove that they fit with the big crowd in 2A basketball, and there is a lot of big-name teams. I mean, Greensburg Central Catholic, Sewickley, Jeanette, all bona fide title contenders this season. The other thing to say about Shenango, too, they got to be careful tonight with slow starts. That's been a problem for them all season long. They come out slow tonight, and this defense for Chartiers-Houston settles in. That might be a problem. Yeah, you don't want to have slow starts against defensive teams, because usually that means that once you finally get it going, their offense scrounges together a few baskets and just a little bit of a timeout, a reset, and then those problems start again. That is your keys to the game tonight, brought to you by Works in Progress Paint Services. Call Joe Wright at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next painting project, now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial properties. Let's listen in on tonight's national anthem. We'll take a timeout, and then we'll come back and tip things off here at Chartiers-Houston, between Chartiers-Houston and Shenango on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Cold winds blowing, temperatures dropping, and snow is beginning to fall. And then your furnace goes out. LCAP's LIHEAP Crisis Program is here to help. If your furnace is blowing cold air, not turning on, or not reaching the desired temperature, help is right around the corner, whether it needs fixed or replaced. For information, call the Department of Healthy Homes at 724-656-0090. LCAP's healthy home programs are the key to safer living.
There's something special about this time of year. Spirits are high. The season is right. You can feel it in the air. It's fun. Made better with friends. Better with family. Better outside. And it all starts here. Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there.
This presentation of the NFHS Network is brought to you by American Dairy Association Northeast. Your milk comes from a good place.
This is Jess. She loves to run. So does Jade. And Jen does too. And while they all love running, at AHN Sports Medicine, we know they each need a little something different to get faster. Our doctors and specialists pinpoint that difference and make a personalized conditioning plan to improve Jen's stride, and Jade's endurance, and Jess's form. Because at AHN Sports Medicine, we see you.
Back here at Chartiers-Houston, Eric Thomas, Ty Polk to introduce the starting lineups here for you for both teams as we're about set to tip things off. And once again, it's Gregory, Walsh, Perchinsky, Buckingham, and Williamson for the home side. Buccaneers, and for Shenango, Campoli, Proctor, George, Patton, and Gavin Bruce. Let's get this thing underway tonight. In action all across the area. The county teams once again trying to vie for that state berth. 8 teams will make it to the PIAA championship bracket coming up later on in March. The 2A final set for 5 o'clock Friday, February 28th at the Pete. This is the first step for both these two teams, the red-hot Chartiers-Houston Buccaneers and Shenango. Who do you favor? I mean, you got a team that won 13 games at one point, and you got a team that won 3 or 4 to get in the playoffs. What gives there tonight?
I think the one thing you'd have to say, it's a tough matchup on either side. But you look at the team that had a lot of fire throughout the season, you wonder if eventually that's going to run out the wrong time. And versus the team coming in hot like Shenango, it's styles make fights. You got the team that's been up all year and a team that's rolling at the right time. Again, I can't really have a proper choice for you.
It should be a pretty good one here tonight.
We got the kids right in front of us.
Yeah, a lot of youth basketball players on both sides.
There was a whiteout called for the Chartiers section. So you can see them right in front of us, but of course we have the kids right here as this is the visitor seating, so I'm wondering where things got switched up.
Coaches, and that explains why the coaching staff, Rich Tranquil and his staff, all with white shirts, white ties tonight. It'll be jumping center Proctor and Gregory for the respective sides. And we're about set for what's the beginning of Pennsylvania March Madness, essentially, as these two teams get the 2A boys bracket underway here tonight from Chartiers-Houston. It'll be man defense to start for Shenango. Walsh, again, one of the double-figure scorers on this team. He's at 10 points a game. And here's one of the leaders, Gregory. Steps under the defense. Off that back iron, and right away, Chartiers-Houston gets an offensive board. They reload. Jumper that time, no. Proctor, good job to tip that to the corner and then track it down. Up-in-your-face defense here by the Buccaneers.
Got to get over the line quickly.
They have to hurry as they are going to call a 10-second violation on Shenango.
Yeah, valiant effort by the Wildcats, but it's clear that Chartiers-Houston is going after the ball quickly to begin this game. They're not going to let any space for Shenango to get into their offense.
Not even a minute gone. Second offensive series for Chartiers-Houston. A couple of good looks on the first trip. Cutting through the lane and getting that one to fall is Buckingham. Quickly down the floor, Campoli running into Williamson. Foul is on the floor, and that will be on the big guy for Chartiers-Houston. Williamson, his first and the team first. And they call that on Walsh, actually, not Williamson. He plowed into Williamson. Campoli off the inbound, short. Gregory, and they're going to say that is a shooting foul. So Nate Gregory to the line for 2 with 6:43 to go in the opening quarter. It's on Sam Patton, his first. Gregory. First one goes.
Had a career high 34 points against Mapletown on February 4th.
Second one good as well. 4-0 early lead here for the Buccaneers. Shenango's had trouble getting the ball up the floor, but they get a good look down the floor with Proctor. But it's one and done for the Wildcats once again. Walsh, good move in the lane. They attack the basket again. It's aggressive offense for Chartiers-Houston early as Proctor back out. There was Grace. Campoli a touch again. Campoli, good kick out. Proctor passed up an open 3. George drives in, high percentage look, and he gets it to roll in.
Good work by Shenango. They had an opportunity to pull for deep, but they opted to go inside, try to get themselves off the schneid offensively. They were 0 for 3 in their first couple shots.
Instant replays tonight are brought to you by LCAP. And there is Gregory once again. And how about the takes at the bucket here? They're going right at see Bruce wearing that brace on his knee. And they'll toss it away. Second turnover by the Wildcats here in the opening minutes. 5:31 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, can't have those unforced errors, especially on dribble handoffs, really.
Four-point lead for Chartiers-Houston. Pull-up jumper on the way is off the back iron that time by Perchinsky. That's a one-on-two, but Campoli, fearless, attacks and scores. Cuts the lead down to 6-4. Now Chartiers-Houston will slow it down ever so slightly. Walsh. Good defense by Shenango on this trip down the floor. Buckingham drives. Good turnaround move by Buckingham. Too strong. There's Williamson. A lot of contact there, no call. They get another offensive rebound. As attacking again is Buckingham.
And they call a charge.
Wow. Boy, there was a lot going on that trip. Buckingham gets called for the
correction. I think it was an out of bounds.
Okay, they call out of bounds. No foul. Yeah, that looked pretty innocent there from a Buckingham standpoint. Ton of contact on Williamson. And a travel called on Campoli the other way.
So I think we got in the early going. It looks like they're going to allow fighting in the lane at the moment, because there was a few times where you were waiting for a foul, and I thought that was a charge the last time out. That's on me, not you.
Change in possessions. Madurb Honor Law, your community firm with personal connection and individualized service. Buckingham goes right by Campoli and can't get it to go, but another offensive rebound by Chartiers-Houston. And finally, Campoli is able to wrestle one away. They are just handling Shenango on the offensive glass here in the early going. Bruce will dial up a 3. In and out. Ooh, and it almost rolled back in. Just caromed off to the left there. Is once again, Chartiers-Houston. There's a good strip by Bruce, but Chartiers-Houston maintains possession. Gregory, a pull-up 3. Got it.
That gives them 7 points to begin this game.
He has outscored Shenango by 3 himself. Campoli trying to respond. A nice head fake. Got it! Joey Campoli with 5 to lead Shenango in the early going. And it's a 2-point lead for Chartiers-Houston. There's the look at the Campoli 3. Didn't even hit the rim. Justice Buckingham under 3 to go. Again, they attack the bucket. Buckingham gets a tough angle, and that rolls in. They are aggressive all over the place on offense. Offensive glass, attacking the basket early on. This Chartiers-Houston team, you see why they won 13 in a row at 1 point.
Yeah, they've had really good, strong scoring spurts from the entire team over the course of the year.
George missing that, and Williamson corrals it. And stripped again. Proctor comes up away with it. Campoli leading the charge. George out to Bruce. Dials up a 3. Bruce, no. Campoli the follow, and he's fouled. A strong follow by Campoli as he'll go to the line to shoot 2 with 2:11 to go in the first quarter. That foul is on Justice Buckingham. So now that it's his first, and that's also going to be the team's second. Campoli calmly steps to the line where he's a 63% free throw shooter on the season. Shenango's not a super strong free throw shooting team, so if this is a points at a premium style game, keep an eye on that. Campoli 1 of 2, and an over the back is going to be called on Proctor. Jackson Proctor, who came in at the last whistle.
Jason Williams with the tap away. It stays with Chartiers-Houston.
And Williams also in there, and he's going to get called for his first foul quickly. It's the 14th foul on Shenango. So we'll have shots the next call. Jaden Boone is in the game for Buckingham looks. And Gregory called for the carry that time, so turnover for Chartiers-Houston with 1:52 to go in the first. Maderb Honor Law changing possession online at MaderbHonorLaw.com. Proctor, Williams, George, Campoli, and Tegan Russo on the floor for Shenango right now. Coming up on 90 seconds to go in the first. Jackson Proctor, and he turns it over again. 4th turnover, and then a foul from behind on Shenango. That's going to be the 15th foul.
Yeah, being a little bit lazy on entry passes into the post. And again, one thing about this Chartiers-Houston team that's not looked at a lot, they were a very opportunistic team in the games that I've seen.
Foul was on Campoli, his first. Bruce and Drew Proctor come back in for Shenango, the final 128. Boone and Gregory will take a seat for Chartiers-Houston.
Yeah, but Campoli's foul still was smart, stopping a transition opportunity, even though it did give up the bonus.
Buckingham makes good on 1 of 2. Campoli slips, going to the ground, and almost got that to fall. But another rebound by Chartiers-Houston once again.
That would have been reminiscent of Stanley last year in Mohawk.
And Lucas Stanley in the playoffs last year against Amani. That one thrown up there by Walsh, too strong, under a minute to go, and a foul from behind by Tegan Bogdan. Stanley highlights actually in our open, if you are familiar with our broadcasts. Quite literally sitting on the floor when he shot that against the soon-to-be state champs in 1A last year, Amani Christian, who, by the way, now at 6A, will take their crack at Upper St. Clair in the 6A bracket that gets underway later this week. Down to 33 seconds to go. A strong move by Russo, but he got tied up in too many white shirts. It's going to be off Chartiers-Houston with 27 ticks to go.
It looks like they're allowing stumbles in the lane on both sides, as we've seen players going to drive, losing their footing, and that's usually signs for a travel, but the referees are letting it play.
Tegan Russo, by the way, at 5'5", a 24-point game earlier this season. He averages just under 8 a game.
Buckingham created that steal and that over the back. He tapped it away, and really Gavin Bruce should have seen where he was on the court, and that forces it over and back. That's unfortunate for Bruce. He tried to save the ball, but if they tap it away, just watch it. Make sure the guy doesn't come up from behind you and take it from you.
Walsh goes into the backcourt to Buckingham with 18 seconds to go. He looks to the sideline there and gets his instructions. Chartiers-Houston can hold for the final shot. Gregory in traffic, out to a wide open Perchinsky, who missed the three. It travels to the corner, and then it's out of bounds, and back to Shenango with 2.5 seconds to go.
Yeah, Perchinsky just too strong with that. He kind of rushed it going up for it. Just put a little floating in, you hit that.
Well, now they've changed it to say that Chartiers-Houston has possession. Off the inbound, Gregory short on the three, and that is how the first quarter will come to a close. Low-scoring game, just 20 combined points between these two sides, but it is Chartiers-Houston with the 4-point lead. As we head to a timeout, you're watching the WPIAL Class 2A Boys Playoffs on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Hey, Mom, do you need a ride to the store today?
Oh, no thanks, hon. I got it covered. Mike's taking me.
Okay, well, you have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, right? I can take you to that.
No, I got it covered too. Mike's taking me.
Mike?
Yes, Mike's my Axe driver. Picks me up right at my door and even helps carry my groceries. It's so convenient to schedule and ride with Axe. Wish I would have called him sooner.
Okay, Mom. Sounds like you got it covered.
I have an apple pie ready to eat. How about you help me with that?
At Penn West University, we're making college make sense again for people who maybe thought college wasn't the answer. We're making college practical with programs tied to in-demand jobs that prepare you for success right away. We're making college accessible by breaking down barriers and offering more choices. We're making college approachable with faculty who understand where you're coming from and help you get where you're going. At Penn West, we're making college valuable again for people just like you. Learn more at pennwest.edu.
Low-scoring game to start this one here at Chartiers-Houston High School as Shenango trails the Buccaneers 12-8 as we start the second quarter. 6 points for Joey Campoli in that first. All 12 scored between Nate Gregory and Justice Buckingham for Chartiers-Houston, who shot 3 of 11 in the opening 8 minutes, but much more aggressive, especially on the glass as we get things going here. And they'll say Campoli traveled once again. So a turnover to start the second for Shenango.
Got to calm down this Union team, or excuse me, Shenango team rather, as right now they've been really out of sorts at times, letting their anger get the best of them.
Yeah, I would say buckle down on the glass too.
You got the height advantage with the Proctors. You got to use it.
Too many second chance points or second chance opportunities for Chartiers-Houston in that first quarter. As Walsh got right through George, but he couldn't hit it. There's Williamson with that size once again, but it's taken away, and here comes Shenango. Still down just 4, but buckets at a premium here. Shenango only attempted 5 field goals in the first quarter, 3 of 5, so not a bad number. They just could not get shots off, and they could not score in that first 8 minutes.
Yeah, I think that first possession of the game for Shenango really shows it. It's been swarming defense man-to-man for Chartiers-Houston.
Sam Patton, it's the starting 5 for Shenango as Bruce takes aim, missed another 3, and the rebound falls into the hands of Walsh.
Yeah, they've been on top of the weave for Shenango each time.
The other way, it's Buckingham. They'll go to the line to shoot 2. That foul is going to be on Drew Proctor for Shenango. So that's the first on the Wildcats here in the second quarter. Shooting foul, so Buckingham, who has 5 already, and he's 1 of 2 at the line tonight. Missed that back iron. We will give you an update on our Newcastle Transit Authority going your way out of town scoreboard update shortly. Stay tuned coming up for our UPMC at the halftime show. As Buckingham goes 1 for 2 once again. Campoli is mugged inside by Tegan Bogdan. First foul on Chartiers-Houston here in the second. Campoli back to the line tonight. He's 1 of 2. 6 points.
You mentioned they're shooting as a team around 63% at the foul line. It's up to him as they go through this run. He's got to lead the way at the line.
Second one is good, so good start for Campoli tonight at the line. He's 3 of 4. Cuts it back down to 3, but Shenango has really not been able to get much closer than that.
Really, they're trying to keep up with the Joneses. They're trying to trap at the line now, much like Chartiers-Houston.
Shenango settles back into a 1-2-2, it looks like. Corner. And they got him trapped up, but there's the open man, Buckingham. Drives, pull-up, jumper from the elbow, no. Proctor finally is able to box everybody out and get a rebound. The other way, Campoli missed the easy runner, and Buckingham the rebound. You cannot miss those point-blank layups. And this is settled into one of these points are a premium style game, it seems like. We got an offensive foul on Chartiers-Houston.
Yeah, it feels like the first team to really get off on a run might be the one who gets the victory in it. In case you wanted to know what these teams are facing on the other side right now, Swick League Academy 33, Bentworth 12.
Yeah, that game is over.
It's a wrap.
Sewickley is the number 2 seed in the bracket. No surprise that they'll be moving on. I think a lot of people, as we get a jump ball tie up in the air, is going to favor Chartiers-Houston. I think a lot of people expect either a Jeanette Greensburg Central Catholic round 3, not in round 3, but a third matchup between the 2 teams this year. Or, like me, I think they expect Sewickley to be the team that gets there. I think that, and I mean this honestly, if you're looking for a team that might make a run, I think Clareton has a shot. But they have a tough opener with Olsh tonight. Bottom half of the bracket. Open three on the way, missed. Williamson, rebound, looking to position himself, missed the putback, and George the rebound. They take a lot of shots to Chartiers-Houston, but it's only a 13-10 game.
It's definitely quantity over quality right now, but when you have a strong defense like they do, you're just going to get quantity by chance. It's how it goes.
And there is Nate Gregory to bury the three, and it's a 16-10 game. We're going to get a timeout called by Brian Ches and Shenango with 4:22 to go in the first half. That's a Pontius Insurance timeout. Visit PontiusInsurance.com to request a quote for auto, home, business, or life insurance. He calls the 30-second variety here. It's now a 6-point lead for Chartiers-Houston. Yeah, a lot of shots for Chartiers-Houston in the first half. The efficiency hasn't been there tonight, but they are just doing a fantastic job on the boards here in the first half.
On the boards, they've just been absolute pests anytime that Shenango has the ball. It feels like Shenango's trying to build up for that perfect shot, and right now, I think you got to get some shots up. Early in the shot clock, you got to get this defense going side to side quicker.
Again, the teams are in action tonight in 2A. On the 2A boys side, and we'll have a complete scoreboard for you coming up at the half for our UPMC Orthopedic halftime show. 4:22 away from that. UPMC is Lawrence County and Mercer County's local choice for advanced orthopedic care to get you back on your feet faster. Visit upmc.com to find a doctor near you. Another three-pointer missed by Shenango. And Justice Buckingham, the easy layup the other way. He's got 8.
And you know, and this is where you're looking out if you're Shenango. This is where the Bucks could potentially get on a roll here and get this out of hand.
8-point lead for Chartiers-Houston. And again, if you win this game tonight, you're in the state tournament. Campoli inside, draws the contact, and he'll shoot 2 more. It's going to be a matter of seeding, but you're in the state tournament if you win here tonight and get to the quarters.
Yeah, you have to go through a bunch of consolation games, but still, you get that opportunity to move on one more time. One thing that I've noticed with Chartiers-Houston, they've been closing off the cuts for Shenango inside.
Campoli makes the first. Williams will come back in for Shenango in place of Braden George. Campoli one more at the line. Free throws to put a Band-Aid on it for a moment here. It's 18-12. 3:34 to go in the opening half as Chartiers-Houston has led the entire first half. And Williams commits the foul.
Just a little bit anxious looking for the steal.
Gregory out to Buckingham, open 3 again, missed that one. Rebound tipped around and Proctor is able to run it down for the Wildcats. Bruce, they'd love to get him going as he is fouled on the floor by Walsh with 3:04 to go until halftime. It's the second foul on Walsh. So there is one hiccup here for Chartiers-Houston in the first half. The fouls, Bogdan off the bench with 3 and Walsh with 2. Williams throws one up and misses.
Might have been looking for a foul himself.
And Shenango's still having trouble finding the bucket here with 2:53 to go in the first half. Walsh and everybody getting a touch here. Plachinsky out to Gregory. Missed that 3. Battle inside for the board. Boone was able to run it down. There's another wide open 3. That one's missed. Again, Buckingham going to go to the floor to battle for it, and the arrow is going to favor Shenango with 2:31 to go.
What hustle by Aaron Walsh as he was tapping around for that rebound. It finally went to the Buccaneers, and then he's wide open on the left wing with no one around. That's the one thing for Chartiers-Houston. They got to knock those down. Those are the ones that can really put it out of reach.
Braden George back in for Shenango. Noah Doyle's into the game for the first time tonight for Chartiers-Houston. 2:20 to go in the first half. Still a 6-point lead, low scoring first half, and another turnover committed by the Wildcats. I have them for 8 here in the first half. It's another Maduro Bonner Law change in possession. Flexible appointment hours. Maduro Bonner Law is a team of experienced lawyers and staff always ready to help.
Yeah, that's the second time Campoli in the triple threat is called for a travel. .205 to go in the first half. Walsh out to Buckingham. Great find back inside. Walsh gets his first bucket of the night. Shenango finds itself back in an 8-point hole as we hit 1:46 to go. We really need to get Campoli or Bruce going here. Campoli trying to make a lot happen, but he turns it over again. He wanted a foul on that. The other way, and we're going to get a charge called on Gregory. So for Gregory, that's his second foul. That puts 5 on Chartiers-Houston in this second quarter. But one thing about Shenango, again, that turnover by Campoli, once again, there's a wall right in the middle of the lane that they're trying to fight through instead of, there's no one looking for a pass.
.80 seconds to go in the first half. George inside Bruce. Bruce traveled. I'm going to call a charge. He got away with steps, but they get him for the charge anyway. First on Bruce, another Maduro Bonner Law change in possession. But that is the third on Shenango here with 1:16 to go in the first half. Buckingham, hesitation, and the foul. Just initiated the contact and somehow fought through it for the bucket. And it's a double-digit lead for Chartiers-Houston with 1:05 to go as Doyle's going to come back in for Gregory. That foul is on Bruce, 2 fouls on him, 4 on Shenango here in the first half.
Yeah, Buckingham has just caused malice in the Shenango Palace all night.
And gets the free throw to go. And he's having a great second quarter again. He's got 6 in the quarter, 11 in the half. Under a minute to go. Patton finds George. Up to Campoli. Try in the lane again. Just got tied up in traffic. Campoli, though, will draw the contact. That foul is on Doyle. Bruce with 2 fouls and no points. He's had a couple of looks tonight as Campoli misses the front end. Williams and Jackson Proctor back in for Shenango. Bruce will take a seat. Chess is trying to find some kind of rhythm. Shenango's offense just, you said about taking away the cuts. They look bottled up, they look jumbled, and their spacing is not there as Campoli misses both.
And that's where those cuts create the spacing. That's how they can get those open threes for Tegan Russo and company.
25 seconds to go in the half. And the winner plays Sewickley Academy not official yet, but they will play Sewickley. Down to 10 seconds. Walsh drives, floater, too strong. Proctor the rebound. A chance here for Shenango at the half. Campoli, step back at the buzzer, and it's short. And that's how the first half will come to a close. Shenango's got to find some offense because they are in a hole right now, 23-12, as we go to the halftime here at Chartiers-Houston High School. It's the UPMC halftime show. Comes your way next on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
You can shop for pretty much anything online. Clothes, food, vacations, you name it. All without ever leaving the comfort of your couch. Finally, banking can be just that easy too. With the all-new FMB e-store, you can shop for hundreds of financial products to manage your money. All from the comfort of your couch. From clicks to bricks, we've got you covered. Experience the FMB e-store in branch, on your phone, or online at fmb-online.com.
You're always on the winning team with the Power of Bowser, the official car dealer of the WPIAL. Visit powerofbowser.com 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to find your perfect vehicle. Get the absolute best price and the best car buying experience around. See the full lineup at powerofbowser.com. Powerofbowser.com, where the power of Bowser is yours.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Madure and David Verratti want to provide you with a level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of their locations in Xenopleopole or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win, proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
At Madore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Madore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at madorebonnerlaw.com for more information.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builders has been building our community for 70 years.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve.
Don't get left out to dry. Call the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company for the fastest and most efficient bottled water delivery service in the area. Penn Ohio offers bottled water ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles to 5-gallon jugs, perfect for your next event or office water cooler system. Also, don't forget to ask about their custom labeling options. Visit PennOhioBottledWater.com for more information and to get a quote on their delivery services. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the sidelines, Penn Ohio has you covered.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shenango for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Halftime here at Chartiers-Houston High School as the Buccaneers lead Shenango 23-12. It's the UPMC halftime show. UPMC Orthopedic is Lawrence and Mercer County's local choice for sports medicine services. To schedule an appointment at any of the 4 Lawrence County locations, call 724-983-7000. Well, our scoring recap here at the half is brought to you by Creative Edge. Let's take a look at who is the edge so far with our Creative Edge scoring recap, where design and construction come together with experience. For Chartiers-Houston in the first half, Justice Buckingham 11 points, Nate Gregory 10, and Aaron Walsh with 2. That is all the scoring for him. Buccaneers shoot 5 of 12 in the second quarter, 8 of 23 in the first half, but they have the big 11-point lead in the locker room as they come out here to take second half warm-ups. For Shenango, they shot 3 of 10 in the first half, just 4 points in the second quarter. And all 4 came at the line from Joey Campoli, who has 10 in the first half, 2 for Braden George, and that is it. As they shoot again, 0 of 5 in the quarter and 3 of 10 from the floor in the second quarter. And that's your Creative Edge scoring recap. From concept to creation, they combine their extensive construction experience with creative design to make your project a reality. Fully licensed and insured architecture and construction management services. Call 724-652-1372 for more information. Let's take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by the Newcastle Transit Authority. Going your way. Wide drive when you can relax and ride. Daily routes to Pittsburgh as well as routes all around Lawrence County. Visit newcastletransit.org for more information and route schedules. And remember, senior citizens ride for free. Let's take a look at the scores in the 2A bracket here. Most of these games, all of them actually, are at the half so far. Greensburg Central Catholic, the number 1 seed in the bracket, leads Laurel 33-14 at the half. Union has an 18-point lead over Fort Cherry at 39-21 at the half. Neshannock leading Winchester Thurston 32-25 also at the half. No report on Northgate and Springdale. Over on the other side, Sewickley 33, Bentworth 12 at the half. This game right here is an 11-point lead for Chartiers-Houston. Jeanette, the number 3 seed, they lead Brentwood 42-22. That game is also at the half, and no report yet on Ulsh and Clareton. Those games, all the games, tipped off at 7 o'clock here tonight, so hopefully we can track down a couple of those other scores for you before we are done here tonight. That's your out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by the Newcastle Transit Authority. Going your way, save money on gas, and let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go, serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County. The Newcastle Transit Authority going your way. Coming up after the game tonight, we'll announce our Maile Chiropractic play of the game. Seasonal allergies or changes in weather can affect how you feel on a daily basis. Headaches, joint pain, sinus pressure, and even congestion can all be alleviated by chiropractic work. Call Maley Chiropractic to schedule your appointment today. Visit Doctors Mitch Maley, Chris Argero, or Kelsey Bowser, voted best of the best chiropractor in Lawrence County. We'll also give out the MVP of the game tonight. Brought to you by MVP Insurance, where they coach clients to better prices, better coverage. Call MVP for the win. Well, if Shenango's going to win this tonight, they're going to have to come up with some offense here in the second 8 minutes, as they just could not find anything in the first half. I mean, Campoli at the free throw line, their only points in the second quarter, and Chartiers-Houston didn't necessarily shoot the ball well, but their aggressiveness and the way they controlled the glass was a big problem for Shenango in the first half.
Yeah, their aggression really up in the faces of a Wildcat at every step. And another thing is they've eliminated cutting from that Shenango offense, so trying to get these easy baskets inside just hasn't worked. It's really been Campoli, that's the only guy that could get some. Braden George, I think, had one that he had to fight all the way to the hoop for. So, again, now you're just wondering, all right, can drive and kick work? Because it's clear the Buccaneers are selling out the inside. So they got to find an open shooter somewhere. Someone's got to be spot up ready for the catch and shoot. Right now, if you're Shenango, that's their only chance. And then, of course, they got to hope those go in.
Brief delay here as the officials come back out on the court. They were actually last to make it back out. It'll be Chartiers-Houston ball to start the second half. And, you know, we talked about it in the pregame tonight as well. The slow starts for Shenango a problem. They certainly had that issue tonight, although they were 3 of 5 in the first quarter. This was just a 4-point game at the end of one, so they were in a much better position after the first quarter. They got to find some defense, some stops, and they got to get points here in the second half, or else their season is going to come to a halt. And Chartiers-Houston will be on not only to the second round of this, but to the PIAA State Tournament as well. As there's a good start for the Shenango defense here in the second half. See if they get Bruce going here too. They could certainly use a couple of threes from him offensively. Good backdoor to Campoli. Uses that glass and puts it in.
Good start for Shenango. Using that baseline.
Justice Buckingham, big first half with 10. Make that 11 for Buckingham. And Chartiers-Houston again yielding the second fewest points in 2A, but there's another miss and a stop for this Shenango defense here to start this third quarter. Patton gets it to Proctor, now George and back to Bruce. Shenango can certainly make this a defensive game, but they're going to have to get stops, just like they have the first two trips.
Honestly, my worry with them is defensive rebounds. They have gotten missed shots from Chartiers-Houston. It's defensive rebounds and how they activate off a transition.
Down to 6:17 to go in the third quarter as George drives, contact, and we got a late whistle underneath. That's going to go against Chartiers-Houston. That's going to be against Justice Buckingham. That's his second foul, the first called on either side here. And it's a shooting foul. That was a late whistle, so George will step to the line for two. 71% on the season. That one sits on the rim and falls off. No WPIAL championships for Chartiers-Houston boys in program history as George goes 1 for 2. There's just one for the girls team, and that came all the way back in 2017. Plenty of section titles for the boys, including this season, but no WPIAL titles. And they are going to have to go through the gauntlet if they are successful here tonight. Sewickley next, maybe Jeanette in the semis, and then potentially Greensburg Central in the title game. And same applies to Shenango, too. I mean, it's the gauntlet regardless as Gregory, again, a late whistle. Same official who had the late whistle last time, going to blow this one late here, and that's going to go against George. First foul on Shenango in the second half. Gregory.
So maybe ball don't lie for Shenango as well.
23-15, Chartiers-Houston yet to score, and Gregory changes that here in the third. Down to 9 here, so let's see if Shenango gets a good possession and a bucket. George to the rack, no. There's Williamson with that big body once again, blocking everybody out to pull the rebound in. Drives and hands off to Buckingham. Perchinsky. Definitely see an uptick in defense, but George got shredded that time by Perchinsky.
You're wondering why Chartiers-Houston didn't activate. Now look at that.
That's the third foul on Buckingham. They call him for a hook. Offensive foul.
If you got defenders on skates, you got to go attack, kids. Come on.
Doyle is back in for Chartiers-Houston.
Meanwhile, that's the third foul on Buckingham. So suddenly, there's a lot of foul trouble here with that. That's the first against a big-time player for the Bucks.
Campoli drives. Trying to feed that back into Proctor, but it's off of Shenango and back to Chartiers-Houston with 4:51 to go in the third.
If there's one thing that I noticed with Shenango, especially in that game versus Union, there was a lot of unscored minutes for them, a lot of empty possessions in that game, about 4 or 5 minute stretches. So that's one thing you didn't want to see come back.
Yeah, that has been a problem for him this season as Nate Gregory dials up a three. It's a 27-15 lead for Chartiers-Houston as they finally get a field goal here in the third. See how Shenango responds as we're halfway through this third quarter. George, extra pass, and they turn it over again.
Oh, you had Proctor open on the slip, but they got it back.
Yes, they did as Campoli kicks it across.
Oh,
Bruce
my goodness.
slipped. Keep it alive. George. Bruce finally gets himself open for three. Gets that one to rattle in.
Badly needed. Badly needed three-pointer.
There's the LCAP instant replay as Bruce gets his first field goal of the night. 7.5 a game. That's his 27th three-pointer of the season. Gregory shaking loose. That was way short. Bruce, once again, we talked about it. And Brian Ches will talk to you about it too, is Bruce hasn't had a full season since his 9th grade year. Campoli for three, off the top of the back, and it's out of bounds. Williams and Boone are back in for the respective sides. Williamson will get a rebound, a rest here rather. Been a good job, good night for him on the glass. 3:10 to go. You know, not only do you worry about Shenango in these offensive lulls, but, you know, time is now a problem. They only got 11 minutes of game action left. And that lead, although it's only 9, unless they start scoring quickly, could be insurmountable as Doyle fires a three.
But if they can get these one and dones like they've gotten on the other side for Chartiers-Houston, that's going to be the difference.
Campoli, and we get a foul on the floor. That foul is going to be on Doyle once again.
credit to Shenango. They're trying to draw fouls right now. They're trying to force contact on the Bucks because they know they have a potential to put guys like Gregory in foul trouble.
Williams straight away now. Proctor, George, 2:20 to go. George drives, baseline. Campoli, hop step, might have gotten away with steps, but he gets the friendly roll. 27-20, so it's down to 7 now for Chartiers-Houston.
Superstar calls, that's how it is.
Timeout called by Rich Tranquil and the Buccaneers with 2:05 to go. Pontius Insurance timeout. 7-point lead for Chartiers-Houston. So they get the timeout called here. Get the best rates and customer service by calling a local agent at Pontius Insurance. And coming up after the game in our Tri-County Principals Association postgame show, we'll give out our Melee Chiropractic play of the game and also our MVP Insurance MVP of the game. Also give you a final look at the Newcastle Transit Authority going your way out of town scoreboard. End of the third, speaking of which, the Shenango is up on Winchester Thurston 49-38. Also at the end of the third, Union leads Fort Cherry 52-34. Wait, how about Fort Cherry? And all the success, that was a state semifinalist last year in basketball, a state runner-up in football. This year don't even get a chance to get back to Cumberland Valley. They just got destroyed in the semis in football, and the basketball team is looking like they're going to be out of the WPIALs early.
Sometimes you have really good runs, and then sometimes it's just the wrong night. And, you know, they have a superstar in Sieg who's great on the court as well as the gridiron, but sometimes you just have a cold night, and it's a wrap.
Shane Cornally, also returning player for that Fort Cherry team, is contact, and George is going to get called for the foul.
He doesn't like that. He's going for the ball, but anytime there's a collision out high, they're going to look at it because it could potentially go into over and back territory. Third foul on George.
And Brian Ches, at this point, I think you have to just ride with them, and they will with 2 minutes to go here in the third. 10 minutes of game action left. 7-point lead as Chartiers-Houston. Perchinsky picks the right time for his first field goal of the night. Makes it a 10-point lead again.
They just left him. I'm not sure what was happening there. Perchinsky had a man, and then the man vacated his spot and then allowed an open three.
90 seconds to go in the quarter. Inside, George missed. Another rebound for Chartiers-Houston. Chartiers-Houston is 2-1 on the boards tonight. And that's without any unofficial or any type of stat. I mean, they are just crushing the boards, and crushing it from downtown is Nate Gregory, his second three of the quarter. It's a 13-point lead for Chartiers-Houston with 60 seconds to go in the third.
17 points for Gregory.
Proctor, it's Jackson Proctor. Shenango's got to find offense, and they got to find it in a hurry. Drew Proctor and now Campoli with 41 seconds left inside. And Drew Proctor is fouled. The foul is going to be on Perchinsky.
Really, that's the first time that Shenango took advantage of the pick and slip situations with a Proctor. I think that's one way. You got all that size, why not let him use it?
Drew Proctor, who starts, only averages 2.6 a game, but he's sharp from the free throw line, 88%. Got both. Back to 11 with 36 seconds to go in the quarter.
Go middle, go middle.
Trap up there half court. Buckingham just over that half court stripe. Walsh, and he is fouled on the floor by Proctor.
Was a necessary foul because there was no one underneath the basket trying to stop that advance. It was Proctor who was the last line of defense.
Inbound to Buckingham, down to 13 seconds to go in the quarter. Once again, they fire up a three. Oh, Jackson Proctor had the rebound, got it back. Campoli coming up on the last shot here. I don't think Bruce recognizes how much time Campoli fires, and that one is off the mark. And that is how the third quarter comes to a close. So again, Chartiers-Houston in control by 11, 33-22, as we go to the fourth here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Right now, someone very special needs your help. This is Jack Lynn, CEO of City Rescue Mission. No one is beyond God's love and care. One person's life can affect another. Though you may never meet this person, you can make a difference in his or her life. Hurting men and women in our community desperately need food, shelter, and physical and spiritual care. Some are struggling with abuse and addiction. They feel alone, unloved, and forgotten. Individual, caring people provide their hope. You can help change the lives of men, women, and children. Visit cityrescuemission.org and help us today.
Start of the fourth quarter here at Chartiers-Houston High School. Buccaneers in front by 11. They shoot 3 of 6 in the third quarter. Shenango 3 of 7. Basically no blood in the third quarter. They both went 10-10 in terms of scoring, so no ground made up if you're Shenango. They had a brief moment where it was down to 7. And then Chartiers-Houston started hitting some threes. They go inside to Shenango to start the fourth. Campoli, nowhere to go with it. And we got a violation inside on Campoli. So it's another Shenango turnover.
That's been the killer for them right now. When it looked like they were potentially making some headway, once the Bucks got their shooting together, it was really tough for Shenango to get things rolling.
14 turnovers tonight, and we got a foul called on Jackson Proctor.
Well, I like to play this game all the time with 10 points or a little more than that. Shenango by about 350's got to get it down to 4 if they want a chance in it.
Leads 11 right now. They started out the third with a couple of stops, but Jackson Proctor once again. Newcastle Transit Authority going your way out of town scoreboard update. End of 3. It's Union 52-34 over Fort Cherry. 3-seeded Jeanette leads Brentwood 68-33. That's at the end of 3. Greensburg Central Catholic leads Laurel 49-31. And Sewickley is already a winner tonight. 59-26.
You have that correct.
So the 2 seed is on to the quarterfinals. And they will get the winner of this game here tonight, which right now is looking like it's going to be Chartiers-Houston in the next 7-19. Proctor picks up his 4th foul, Jackson Proctor. Buckingham. Walsh, 3, no. Gregory battling in there on the rebound. He is fouled. And if that's on Jackson Proctor, that is not.
Put it on Campoli.
Gregory makes the first. WPIAL playoffs 6A yet to get underway. That'll come your way later this week. That 6A bracket, Upper St. Clair the favorite, Amani one of the favorites. That's going to be a lot of fun as Brian Chad is going to call a timeout with 6:56 left. That's a Pontius Insurance timeout. Make sure you log on to PontiusInsurance.com for the best rates and customer service. It's a full timeout called by Shenango.
It's been a tough run for Shenango, really. Again, their cuts inside. They're trying to activate with passing inside, allow Campoli, allow the Proctors to get easy baskets inside. They just haven't been able to get those. And they've been swarmed by the pressure of Chartiers-Houston all night. It feels that any opportunity that they have to get something on a weave, out high, trying to create some space for one of those backdoor cuts, it's been shut down, and they really haven't had an answer tonight.
No, they have not, and hasn't been it wasn't the slow start tonight for Shenango that hurt them. It was the second quarter that hurt them. They just could not find any points in that second quarter, just 4 in the second, and that was catastrophic for the Shenango team. I mean, sure, Houston, if we learn one thing tonight, they are completely content at making this a grinded out style of game and just taking you out of your flow offensively.
Yeah, they're just taking you all out of rotation, all out of sorts. And Shenango has never really recovered since that 10-second backcourt to begin the game.
Korchinski is going to pick up his second foul. Campoli will shoot 2. Campoli in what could potentially be his final high school basketball game tonight. Now has 15 points.
Be real interested to see what he does next. If he decides to continue playing basketball at the next level. Of course, he's also on the golf team that's coached by Coach Ches. So there's a lot of options for him.
Makes both. Excellent baseball player, too. Hit .359 for the Shenango team last season. 17 RBI. Spot duty as a pitcher, 21 2/3 innings. So he'll be back on the mound and on the field for Shenango certainly in the springtime.
It'll be interesting to see that because Chartiers-Houston has a bunch of guys on the baseball team as well.
It's going to go back to Shenango with 6:13 to go.
Or Shenango WPIAL champions in baseball not a long time ago.
They could have a solid outing again this season. They had an excellent battle with Elwood City last year. And George drives in and he gets his first bucket of the fourth quarter.
First basket of the second proper.
Buckingham out of control, but the foul is going to be on Drew Proctor. I see a lot of frustration. I think you said it earlier from this Shenango team with these calls. This has been, they let things go early, but then they've kind of tightened up the whistle here in the second half. Buckingham misses the first. It's going to be an awkward year if any of these schools that are also baseball schools make a deep run in the state tournament. Remember, the state tournament, the state basketball finals are not until the final weekend of March. And there's going to be a week off between the semis and the state finals. And give and go with Russo. They work it around to Campoli for 3. That's short. That's because of a scheduling conflict with the Giants Center. So another foul on George, and that's his 4th.
Hey, they got something going on in states. They got state hockey at the 22nd. So watch some hockey for a little bit, then come on back for basketball.
Well, I don't, it is what it is with the dates for the finals. Now, I am more in favor of starting the state tournament the Tuesday and Wednesday after your district final. Every district final is done by the same weekend. Typically the last weekend in February, or if it bleeds over to like the 1st or 2nd of March, so be it. But the state tournament should always start on a Tuesday and Wednesday, and the state semis should always be on a Saturday and Friday anyway.
It reminds me, and meanwhile, there was a technical on Brayton George.
And we have finally see the frustration for Shenango come to fruition here. Yeah, I do not think that the state semi should be played on a Monday and Tuesday, and then you have to turn around and go to Hershey. Buckingham, the first free throw there was the back end of the 2 that he had, and then he made both technical fouls.
0.
38-26 the score. So just to kind of finish that thought, I mean, as much time to prepare for those games as possible. You're playing state semis on Monday and Tuesday, and then going to the state finals on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It just makes no sense. But Buckingham, and he's been busy here in the last minute or so, as it's now a 14-point lead. And swatted out of there by Perchinsky.
To talk about what you're thinking, I noticed that a lot of things this year, it's never felt this spaced out. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like there's a lot of a gulf of time between the next games, between the quarters, the semis, and of course the finals.
Well, that's even the case with WPILs. I mean, we're not getting the 6A bracket underway until Thursday night here in the Pittsburgh area, and then you're going to go another and play that final. I believe that final is a Friday night at 9 o'clock.
The 6A final? Did they move it this year?
Awkward time for a final to be played. It's a late tip. It's not Saturday, I know that.
I'm kind of shocked because I'm used to it being the main event on the weekend.
Timeout called here on the floor. 32nd timeout called by Chartiers-Houston as they're now up 42-26. And we got a couple of finals that are starting to roll in. Jeanette has defeated Brentwood 91-42, so they are on to the quarterfinals. They're in the state tournament as well. So far, it's all top seeds that are moving on. This one yet to officially be determined, but the Shenango's also won tonight, 56-44. So they are on to the quarterfinals. They are in the PIAA state tournament again. Greensburg Central Catholic at the end of the third was up by 18 on Laurel, so they appear to be set to win that one as well. Top seed moving on.
Bruce opening up for 3, doesn't hit it.
They're going to start chasing points here to Shenango.
Only 2 3-pointers made by Shenango all night. They tried to go inside, but of course, Chartiers-Houston has been right in front of their cuts, getting steals, and that opens up their transition. But when they've tried to pull from deep, they haven't been able to hit.
Union has defeated Fort Cherry tonight, 70-49. Proctor hits the first free throw. So a couple of quarterfinal matchups are set. Greensburg Central Catholic will take on Union. That's a 1-8 matchup on Thursday night. And we still got to determine what happens here, but Chartiers-Houston appears set to take on Sewickley. The foul is going to be on Jackson Williams. Jeanette awaits the winner of Olsh and Clareton, and Shenango awaits the winner of Northgate and Springdale. Again, we go to neutral sites for Thursday's quarters. It's going to be a busy night in WPIAL land on Thursday, as there will be the 2A bracket, the 6A bracket gets underway as well, as we mentioned. And as far as our coverage of Lawrence County sports, Gregory, the other way, Williams, 43-29. I think Gregory, by our count, just 2 points away from 1,000. And he's going to... So Williams comes down the other way. Campoli fires a three. That's short. Gregory the rebound. He's held from behind by Bruce. So that's going to send Gregory to the line. I am for 22, so he needs 2 to hit 24 and get to 1,000 for his career. Now he's 1 away. And does he get the roll? He does not. So Proctor the rebound. But Gregory's going to come up with a turnover. Buckingham cutting through everybody, and he's fouled.
Campoli is 4th.
And you've seen a lot of frustration on this Shenango side. Buckingham a chance here to, you said be down to 10 by, or be down to 4 by the 3-minute mark.
3:50. Yeah, it's not that. That did not go the way that the Wildcats wanted.
Buckingham gets the second. So for Shenango, 3:33 away here from the season ending. WPIAL tournament, big win over Olsh as Bruce drives, and foul is going to be on Chartiers-Houston. They had to win 3 of 4 and did so. Good run by Brian Ches and his squad, although 8 seniors on this team. Putting the young man at the line right now, and Gavin Bruce.
Boy, for that kid, don't you just wish there was a red shirt for high school? Or did he play the full, healthy season his freshman year?
Yeah, their entire starting 5 is going to graduate. And then Tyler Hauk, who has played a handful of games, he graduates. You have Williams and Russo, who are back next season, just a sophomore and freshman. So future's in their hands, and if you're taking Russo, I hope you can sprout up a little bit. He's 5'5", but he has a lot of potential. And Williams at 5'7", also a lot of potential. Campoli will certainly turn his attention to the diamond. To be able to get a full slate of practice in there. Tyler Houck is in the game right now for Shenango as well. That foul is on Williams.
The parade to the line continues.
Tegan Bogdan is into the game again for Chartiers-Houston. They'll make him wait. And this game just elongated here by these free throws late. 3:05 to go still. Buckingham misses the front end. Second one by Buckingham is in and out as well as Proctor the rebound.
Just got the final for GCC Laurel.
Three ball missed. And we're going to get a timeout called by Brian Ches, a 30-second timeout. (45-33), so it's a 12-point game with 2:52 to go. Greensburg Central defeats Laurel tonight 67-42. So it's Greensburg Central and Union. Jeanette awaits to find out who they play, either Clareton or Olsh. Neshannock awaits to find out who they play between Northgate and Springdale. So a stop, and Proctor foul. Stop, and Proctor fouls Walsh. Tonight in the first night of 2A playoffs. Second night of 2A playoffs. First round of 2A playoffs as Walsh misses the front end. So at least we know from a Lawrence County standpoint, we'll have action for you into the state tournament. Union and Shenango all qualify for tonight. There's a steal here from Chartiers-Houston. The layup attempt, and Gregory lays it in. Campoli the other way, short rebound, going to be pulled in by Chartiers-Houston. And it's Perchinsky who does it.
So I'll do it for Proctor. That's his fifth foul.
Everybody backed off there as Perchinsky made the free throw. He still has one more to go. And I do correct myself, the 6A play-in game was tonight on the boys' side, but first round will not be until Thursday night. And that's going to be a wild bracket. It's going to be a favorite-dominated 2A bracket. Bruce picks up the foul for Greensburg Central Catholic. Top 4 all advanced tonight. One thing I'll say too about the WPIAL, I'm not sure we need 8 teams in 2A basketball from one district. It just, to me, Buckingham connects. I just don't like the fact that teams know that they're in the state tournament. Obviously, you still want to win a WPIAL championship, and that's the key, but knowing that you're safe if you lose a game, as Bruce fires, that's off the mark. Chartiers-Houston's going to win this thing. They just have to run it out now, up 53-35.
Ball deflected into the backcourt.
Timeout called by Rich Tranquil. And Chartiers-Houston a full timeout with 63 seconds left. I just don't understand, it obviously done by district and how large and everything like that. But, now we know these 8 teams are going to be in the tournament. And, all right, so if you have to play a 7-8 game, you're still in. Doesn't really matter. You obviously want to win as much as you can, but it's almost like you give teams free outs. I mean, they already know that they're going to the state tournament at that point.
I think it gives districts, especially long-suffering ones, like, for example, maybe a Chartiers-Houston, an opportunity to look forward to something, especially as they go up against a mountain of a challenge, to know that, hey, your basketball season's not done, and from there, anything really could happen. I mean, it takes less of a damper out of it. It's a bummer regardless. You want to win that WPIAL championship, but I think it's a good thing for most schools. I know with where I'm from, Steel Valley, we definitely in 2016 loved that opportunity to go back to the state playoffs, especially after really the last time they made it, I think, was 2002. So the consolation games, I don't view it as a way out. I think it's an opportunity to know that, hey, it's not over. You could still get something out of it.
Crowd starts to chant here as Chartiers-Houston is going to win this thing tonight. They just have to run out the next 45 seconds. They controlled this game from the tap. They never trailed. Shenango got this down to as little as 7 in the third quarter, and then a couple of threes by Chartiers-Houston put this thing essentially out of reach going to the fourth. And you look back, a 4-point second quarter for Shenango, and it wasn't the slow start tonight. It was the slow second quarter as Buckingham makes the first.
I think the start was also slow, but still, they end that first quarter within 4 points. So their defense was strong. It's just the dam really broke for them.
A 12-8 lead for Chartiers-Houston after one. Shenango right in this thing, and then they would extend out to 10. They would extend out to 13. And Shenango would make a little mini run. Now it's a 20-point lead. Brian Ches has a lot of reserves in there. Williams is called for the travel. And Chartiers-Houston is going to move on to take on Sewickley Academy in the quarterfinals. Thursday night, neutral site. Looks like this is going to end at 55-35, the final here tonight. And it was a great defensive effort for Chartiers-Houston tonight. And they are moving on with a 20-point victory over Shenango. Shenango's season ends at 11-12. And Chartiers-Houston will take on Sewickley in the quarterfinals of the WPIAL 2A tournament. They also qualify for the PIAA state tournament as well. Our Tri-County Principals Association postgame show comes your way next as Chartiers-Houston wins it tonight by 20 here on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Fun, memories, friendship. We're here for all of it. Here for the big moments and the small ones too. We're here for unforgettable triumph, momentary misfortune, and the impromptu throwdown. We're out here each day, chasing something great. Call it adventure, call it play, we call it fun. Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there.
Finna make common sense cool again. No tripping, I'm the man, caught slipping. I'll be 20, 30, 50 high. Something to send to Uncle Sam. No, it's hitting fans, only so infertile land. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. Check his post, he ain't got it. Send plans, more than likely, she about it. What he posts, more than likely, he ain't about it. Caught a wave. Now we finally making noise. Y'all quiet, y'all timid, y'all shy. Illinois, put in work, finally got it sound, we got it. Illinois, y'all ain't even got no poise. Y'all know, I'm the boy, I'm the boy, I'm the boy.
This presentation of the NFHS Network is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there.
Here at Shenango, the teachers and staff love their Wildcats. In the classroom, or wearing the blue and gold, we have their back, and we wish the Cats the best this season.
This video is brought to you by the Shenango Area Education Association.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day? You guys ready?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN.
Tri-County Principals Association postgame show as Chartiers-Houston defeats Shenango tonight 55-35, thus ending the Wildcats season at 11-12 overall. Time now to take a look at our scoring recap. Recap tonight's game with our GEM scoring recap, Master Builders and Craftsmen. 24 apiece for Gregory and Buckingham, 3 for Perchinsky and 3 for Walsh. That That's all the scoring for Chartiers-Houston. For Shenango, 18 for Campoli, 5 apiece for George and Bruce, 3 for Proctor, and 2 for Jason Williams. And that is your Gem Master Builders and Craftsmen scoring recap. Family-owned and operated general contractor for 4 generations. Their extensive construction experience, design capabilities, and creative process allow us to help any project meet any challenge. Building the community for 70 years, visit gembuilders.com for more information. Let's look one final time at our Newcastle Transit Authority going your way out-of-town scoreboard. Why drive when you can relax and ride? Daily routes to Pittsburgh as well as routes all around Lawrence County. Visit newcastletransit.org for more information and route schedules. And remember, senior citizens ride for free. Tonight so far, all top seeds have advanced. Greensburg Central Catholic defeats Laurel 67-42. It was the 8th seed Union over Fort Cherry 70-49. The 4th seed Neshannock knocks off 13 seed Winchester Thurston 56-44. We don't have a final on Northgate and Springdale yet. That was a 5-21 matchup. Swickley Academy on the other side defeats Bentworth tonight. 2-15 matchup, 59-26. Chartiers-Houston will play them next as they won this game tonight, 55-35. Down to the bottom half of this side of the bracket, Jeanette, the 3 seed, defeats Brentwood 91-42. And we are still looking for a final from Ulsh and Clareton, but that is a look at your Newcastle Transit Authority going your way scoreboard for the final time tonight. Save money on gas and let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County. The Newcastle Transit Authority going your way. Let's hand out some awards here tonight, and then we will get on out of here. I want to remind you also for the playoffs, just stay tuned to lcsportsnet.com for our schedule as we are going to figure out what we do on Thursday night. There's a lot of basketball Thursday night. Newcastle will be in action on the boys' side Thursday night. We know that Union and Neshannock will also be in action, but they will be at neutral sites. Mohawk plays tomorrow night, so we'll wait to see if they win tomorrow night. They would be in action later in the week. So just stay tuned to lcsportsnet.com and our socials. We'll keep you updated on what the schedule is and where you can find coverage of the playoffs. And also a reminder that the agreement with the WPIAL is to put these games on the NFHS network. So as an affiliate of the NFHS network, we can still cover the county athletes, but those broadcasts, some of them will be exclusively on their website, which is a subscription-based. We'll offer audio-only broadcasts for free to go along with the pay-per-view, an audio feed of this game to go along with the NFHS network feed. There's a lot of factors that go into determining which games or game we can stream for free. So all of it costs money in rights fees to WPIL. So we need your help. Message us through social media or our general manager, James Dotson, LC Sportsnet at LCAP. That's LCCAP.org for more information on how you can help out and get some of these games on and avoid the paywall behind the NFHS paywall. Awards tonight. Our Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game Award. We try to obviously go with our local athletes, but Nate Gregory, 24 points. He needed 24 to score 1,000 for his career tonight. He got the number exactly, and he finished on a 2-point bucket to get to that point. So that 2-point basket by Gregory is going to be our play of the game, and a congratulations to him for getting to 1,000 points tonight. Maley Chiropractic is proud to present the Play of the Game Award to Nate Gregory of Chartiers-Houston. Maley Chiropractic and the Lawrence County Sports Network honor Nate for his play tonight. Customized T-shirt headed his way courtesy of the Red Zone. Video of tonight's Play of the Game may also be featured on the Trib Live High School Sports Network standout platform on Twitter and Instagram. To view tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game and a full list of this season's top plays, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on Play of the Game. Congratulations to Nate Gregory on 1,000 points and being named tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game. Our MVP Insurance MVP of the game tonight, why not? His final basketball game in the navy and gold or navy and yellow for Shenango. It's going to go to Joe Campoli. Campoli tonight finished with a team-high 18 points in a losing effort. MVP Insurance is proud to present the MVP of the Game Award to Joey Campoli of Shenango. MVP Insurance and the Lawrence County Sports Center proud to honor Joey as tonight's MVP. He's got a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone coming his way tonight. To view the full list of this year's game MVPs, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on MVP of the Game. Congratulations to Joey Campoli for being named tonight's MVP of the game. MVP Insurance. Call MVP for the win. Well, Shenango ends the season here tonight at the hands of Chartiers-Houston, 55-35. Again, it was a game controlled by Chartiers-Houston at the tap. They forced Shenango into their style. They played good defense. Shenango was right there at the end of the first, down by 4, and they got it to as little as 7 in the third quarter. They could not dent Chartiers-Houston any further. Buccaneers are off to play Sewickley.
Yeah, just, again, credit to Chartiers-Houston. You knew that early on Shenango was going to try to get baskets, good, easy baskets inside, and they denied those. And when it was time for Shenango to try to shoot themselves into this game, they could only really muster 2 3-pointers. It's a tough way to go out for such a senior-laden squad that I'm sure had big plans of making a run in the WPIAL playoffs and states, but instead it's the end of the season. And congratulations to Chartiers-Houston. This is a team that has been stuck in the first round since 2018 when they last made the WPIAL semifinals. Now they get an opportunity to face against a really tough Sewickley team that's led by strong players throughout it, strong coaching staff, but they get an opportunity at states no matter what, so it's all worth it in the end, and they're just going to go out there and do their best and have fun against Sewickley Academy.
Yeah, we'll see how it all shakes out. Again, the 2A quarterfinals are Thursday night, sites and times to be determined, and there'll be neutral sites from here on out till we get to the Peterson Event Center the last weekend in February for the WPIAL Championship weekend. That'll do it for our coverage here tonight. We'll be back on the air tomorrow night for more playoff basketball on the Lawrence County Sports Network. Tomorrow night, Ty and I will be at Laurel High School for girls basketball against Beth Center, and that'll tip off at 7 o'clock. Pregame show will start right around 6:45, so we will talk to you then. For my partner, Ty Polk, for Matt and Rob, everybody working here behind the scenes for the Lawrence County Sports Network, and a big thanks to Rich Tranquil and the staff at Chartiers-Houston for hooking us up with the accommodations tonight as well. Congratulations to Chartiers-Houston. They win it by 20 tonight over Shenango, and a good season by the Wildcats. They battled down the stretch, got into the postseason. So a successful season for Brian Ches, and hopefully he keeps this thing rolling into the 2025-26 season next year. We'll talk to you tomorrow night from Laurel High School. Have a great night. Be safe out there. Take care. Bye-bye.